Hi, this is Naomi with Sword and Steel, and as I said in the previous video, I have this big box of brand new terrain by Archon Studio and Dungeons and Lasers. They are doing a Kickstarter. All of the information about them will be in the description below. They sent me this just to show you, and I'm also going to thoroughly enjoy it myself, because I certainly love Dungeons and Dragons terrain. I think it just adds so much to D&D by putting out terrain, so let's have a look at this. Okay, we've got these. We have got these. Sprues, rocky scenes with grass and bushes on top of them, and for a Dungeons and Dragons miniature, regular hero-sized. You can easily wander about on all of these different terrain pieces so that you can have battles on it, which is fantastic. I very much enjoy terrain for Dungeons & Dragons, making 3D encounters with miniatures, so if you like that too, this is something that you'd be able to get. And as you can see, you don't have to assemble it, you just have to take it off its sprue. That's handy. That's actually the case for most all of these terrain pieces. You just remove them from their sprue and go. They're plastic, so at least that one is. Seems like the other ones are plastic as well. So there's just some plastic glue, and then you prime them up and paint them if you so wish. Alright, so the next one I'm going to show you is this wooden town stair set, and it is 25 millimeters tall. That part is 25 millimeters tall, and this part is 25 millimeters tall and square, all in the one sprue. See that? And do you see those wood grains? Super straightforward to put together. Some little wooden stairs going up to a house or something like that. Probably not a hangman's noose, but with your Dungeons and Dragons players, you never know. And then we also have the stone version, 25 millimeters tall, 25 millimeter base, is this guy, which is the stone version. And as you can see, nice stones that you can paint as well. Straightforward to assemble, just attach it together, and definitely enough space for a miniature to be standing on top of those stairs when they're in the middle of a combat. Alright, next are the lava caverns. Just like that. We have these guys. We have connector pieces that will connect to the bottoms of these. And as you can see, we've got a whole bunch of texture. Presumably, you could just dry brush on top of here with black, and you should be able to skip all of that. So that is for three sprues that look just like this, with walls and floors of lava. Look at that entranceway. Look at that. And then we have the Royal Castle Fantasy Room with long walls, floor tiles, regular walls, doorways, and trims. Trims too, nice. And just as before, we have a whole thing of connector pieces, so even if you lose them, I think you're going to be all set. And then we've got these stoned floors and these aged brick walls with murder holes and a nice little door that your players are probably going to try. So it's a short door. Dragonborns cannot go through it. These are very sturdy pieces. It's 3 sprues of the same one. These are very sturdy pieces. They look really good super straightforward to paint. And they would pass the whoopsie test. If I drop them on the floor, they're definitely going to be fine. Next is the sewers, the last one that I had actually tried out before I realized that my mic was not here, so don't get wet. Sewers corset is what this one is. In this kit, we've got more spacers, bigger areas of sewer water, two of those in the kit, with 4 of the same sprue of this very tidily done bricks, with even a little drain. Look at all those drains and the little pathway through, so you can meet up with some giant rats, which at level 1 you're going, I'm gonna be fine. Depending on the edition, you'll be fine or you'll be nearly dead all the time. Depends. Ah, I really like these. I didn't have anything for sewers, and of course, you have to have sewer battles somewhere. I like these. You've got the stone that you would paint. A stone, presumably. Paint them as whatever you're going to be painting your walls. And then flowing sewer with turns. So, and there are 4 of those, which means you can really make a nice sewer, different each time, but still using just this kit, so that whenever they come into encounters, you can lay it out and play it, and I think they will have so much fun with that. Or at least as a dungeon master, you'll have so much fun with that. Nice Odiug in there. This, which I hadn't quite opened, is called Fall the Defiler, a Draco Lich. It looks great. Let's see what it looks like on the sprue. Ooh, nice colored assembly map. Very straightforward. Very nice looking assembly guide. Perfect. You won't have any problem following that, I would imagine. And this is plastic. If it isn't, it looks like it's plastic. Let's see. Let's just double check. It looks like it's plastic. Does it work with plastic glue, or do you need super glue? Let's find out. Dun, dun, dun. La, da, 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 la, da, da, la, da, 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 da. Dun, dun, dun. Ah, ha, ha, plastic glue. Works on it. Okay, it's definitely plastic. I thought so. I know their previous ones were plastic. All right, plastic. Perfect. It's a stiffer plastic. So if there are any mold line issues, you may not want to try it. You might just want to use a different method for filling any mold lines. I'm going to find out when I assemble this. Or the plastic glue will work just fine to fill any of your mold lines with multiple layers. But this guy still feels like he might break a piece off if you were to drop one, but this plastic seems like a very sturdy plastic. I would not be worried for him. I feel like it would bend if he fell rather than break. I guess that depends, but it feels like a very sturdy plastic. I would not be worried about him even around children. So that's really nice. Oh, this is heavy. What's this? City streets for a fantasy room. I guess that's the kit or the style, and it's a city streets. Look around for quests. And so this is what it is, and then you've got the images of buildings that you would use. So it's just this, which, as you can see from the miniature, is fairly sizable. You could definitely do a city square. Very easy to open. Alright, we have got this fella. Streets with kind of sidewalk. Gives you lots of variety, I think, on how you can assemble it. That sounds great. Is this the same? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sprues like that, with 2 things of connectors. Connectors down. This seems like a really nice kit. So for square area, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 20 is 160 times 6. 160 times 6. 160 times 6. 360, 960 squares. See all the details that we have? Look at all those details. Oh, so much. I like it. I like doing it. And he was like, why would you be fighting on a city square? Dungeon masters know why you'd be fighting on a city square. Or you just like, I don't know, have an enormous announcement. Oh, someone could be having an announcement and you're there checking it out, and then suddenly there's an ambush as people try to take over the land, and you're like, what do I do? Do I back away? Do I run? Or do I fight and try and defend this politician? I guess it depends on the politician and the players. 2-door mansion. Ooh, 2 doors. Okay, fantasy room. There's this one. It's pretty. I like how they painted it. Simple, but a very pretty design. Alright, we have connectors. 1, 2, 3 of the same. And this is what, let me just write this down. Okay, so we've got 3 floors. And for me, I consider them like 10 feet by 10 feet. These each being 5 feet in the game. We got 3 floors and we've got walls. And a door. And that is some cool looking, interesting, the way they've got the floors done. Fancy smancy. I would probably paint them in 2 different, as if it were 2 different woods, because it feels like that was what whoever was designing these, the architect that built this was going for 2 different woods, I'm thinking. Ghost dragon, curious what it's gonna look like on the sprue. Do you see that? Oh, he's 152 millimeter tall, the same height as the Dracolich was. A ghost dragon and a Dracolich. How cool. They painted it with metallics and transparent colors. Ooh. Look at that pretty color. You definitely want to use transparent colors so you're not missing anything. What do I got there? Is that a sprue? Yeah, just a sprue piece. Look at you. Straightforward to put together again. Yep, easy to follow assembly guide. With all of these curvies to make your ghost dragon. This one would be harder to use anything but plastic glue to clean up any mold lines that it might have because of the transparent color. So that will be interesting to put together. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for this pretty ghost dragon. I think it'll be really pretty just as is. And his base is rock, so he's standing on a rock. Stretch goals 1 per backer. So we have got, it says 4 models. I'm only seeing 2. Oh, this cute little, it's a cute little stall. Okay, since I'm not going to be assembling them right now, just show you the models. Look at that guy. Do you see all those details? That's nice. And this guy, see those details? And then we've got this big bird. I'll show you a better view of it on the other side. But look at that cute stall. The little market stall is adorable. Alright, and yeah, look at this bird. Do you see that bird? That is one awesome looking bird. Oh, what a lovely treat. Sabbath highs. It's market stall, Rise of the Phoenix. Oh, it's a phoenix. Pepe the Giant. And Yahazel the Hungry Troll. Oh my gosh, he's got a cow. I did not notice that yet. And there's a little fella sitting on Pepe the Giant. Look at that troll, got a cow. So you can guess the size of the troll based on the size of the cow. You already saw that. Alright, let's have a look. We got a little how to assemble the stall, the market stall. How to assemble this fella. It looks like you can choose to or choose not to add the little fella on his back. They seem to be completely separate pieces, as is some of his gear as well. But I'll know more when I actually put it together. So here's the market stall in its lovely glory. It's all completely done, as you can see. And the little details all decked out. So nice. And then this guy is part of Troll. So not on the detail of Games Workshop models, but some fantastic detail for Dungeons and Dragons. Better detail than Dungeons and Dragons models that come like pre-painted. It's really nice. Look even at that face. Do you see that face? Look at those details. I could steal that base and put it somewhere else. Oh, great. It looks great. Look at the wingspan of that bird. Dungeons & Dragons model. Wingspan of the bird. What a fantastic model. It's funny, I once did a Digimon inspired Dungeons & Dragons campaign, and they went from, I started them off with eggs that they were carrying around. I had a tiny little bonus, and then they popped out into be little tiny birds, and there was like oh my gosh, this little chicken that could just spray out a tiny bit of fire because I knew where she was gonna go or evolve, what she would evolve into. I think a dwarf was actually carrying her, and he threw her, and he called her Mary. If anyone is at all familiar with Mary Brown's chicken restaurant. It was cute. Anyway, she eventually evolved into a phoenix, and this would have been such a nice model for him to use. So if I'm doing the Digimon one in the future, this is the model I would absolutely use. And it looks like just a celestial bird anyway. Could be phoenix or it could be a celestial bird. It just looks really nice. These Townsfolk, nice. Townsfolk starter set. Get a lot of them. You get guards and what looks to be a blacksmith and a priest or a scholar, a bars maid, a laundry washer, what could be a child playing as a ghost. Oh man, look how many you get. What's that? In this one kit. You see all those little dots? That's times 2. Oh, I gotta check this out. So, ooh, what nice bases. So here's the bases. That it's the same sprue of bases. Look at all those textured bases. Nice. They all different. I'm assuming that. Oh my gosh, there's even a little rat fella in there. There's our first duo. So I think there's 3 guys on horses times 2. We've got so many guards with swords and crossbows and halberds and spears. Oh, here we got names. Merchant, a tavern maid, blacksmith, peasant woman. So many NPCs. Ah, so many nice NPCs. Nobleman, noble lady, scholar, a washerwoman. She's pretty. A male dwarf, just working on his axe, cleaning it up. A child with a cape. Kinda creepy faced, but probably looks better when you actually paint it. An elf wizard even in there. A lady knight. Peddler. A beggar. This guy's seen better days. Rat folk. Just one of them, but still. A grave digger. A construct, which is kind of cool. It makes sense in a Dungeons Dragons town. Tommy the ghost. A snake charmer. A dwarf woman. A pole guard bee. Armand. Mounted guard A. Female mounted guard B. Mounted guard C. Which looks very nice. A swordsman A. Swordsman B. Swordsman C. Ooh, a guy with a lantern. Swordsman D. Female swordsman E. Swordsman F. Pole guard A. Pole guard C. Pole guard E. Pole guard D. Pole guard F, ranged guard A, ranged guard B, ranged guard C. Now this guy. Ranged guard D, ranged guard E, ranged guard F. And that is it. But as you can see, a lot of miniatures. Let me know what you think. That is what they currently have going on. And I think it's pretty fantastic. If you wanted to see all of them assembled and me laying out a battlefield perhaps for what I can do with it, a Dungeons and Dragons scene, a town square of some kind, let me know in the comments below. Do you have a favorite? What do you think? I will, that's all I have to say. That was super fun. I just loved that. All right, bye. I am now going to be going on to assembling some squats. Some lovely Necromunda squats. I'll catch you there. Bye.